This is Up Close and Personal. My name is Dan Hunt, and today my very special guest is my own wife and partner, Patti Hunt. Patti, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So, Up Close and Personal, we take a look at where you are and where you've been. So you started your career as a teacher. Tell me a little bit about, going into teaching. What made you want to go into teaching?
I went into teaching because I enjoyed working with kids. I started out deciding that teaching was a great career from a financial standpoint as well. You had an education, you worked for 20, 30 years in, retirement, but it was really because of the kids that I worked with.
For most of your career, you worked in underprivileged school districts. Now, tell me a little bit about the joys of working in that type of an environment.
Well, for me, working as a teacher wasn't just about the education part of it. I taught science, and it wasn't just about teaching science, but it was really helping to make an impact on my students' lives, and I really strive to do that. So mentoring kids and working with kids to help them through the, things that weren't necessarily the education part of it.
In your career, at one point, you were part of what they called a SAP team. And I know that's not what comes out of a tree, so tell me what the SAP team stands for and what kind of things did you do on the SAP team?
Well, that's the Student Assistant Program, and I had to go through training. I went through weekend training courses as well as other training that I had to do. And it was to assist students in all of the things that they needed to help them to be able to get an education.
So as a teacher growing up, you have 3 kids of your own, remarried to me, 2 more kids. How did that help you and your kids as they went through high school and the college experience?
It was, very impactful. And I think I went through with the kids at school the same time for some of it as I did with my own kids. So it kind of helped me with the kids at school to see what kids actually go through. And it helped, I think with my kids at home, to learn how to be a little more patient, a little more understanding. I think both ways it was very helpful.
Now, at let's call it a mid-chapter in your life, you decided to take a career change. What happened? Why did you take that career change?
Well, I don't think it was by choice. As a teacher, I did enjoy what I did, but as a teacher with all the, boundaries and limits, it became very frustrating to be a teacher. And then, years ago, 6, 7 years ago, you became ill. And that was a really tough time. I mean, was in the hospital for a week, almost didn't make it, and then was unable to work for a year, which put us in a position of being, totally wiped out financially. And, really caused me to take a step back and say, is this what life's all about? And, while a year being out of work would devastate most people, having been a teacher for so long, I should have been better prepared. And so it was a big wake-up call.
We went into network marketing and later on into cryptocurrency. So let's talk about network marketing. Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, I know they're people that you follow, that you really have studied. How have those men changed your life?
Big time, really in a huge way, because I was a teacher. I spoke to students. I never spoke in front of an audience. I never spoke on camera, and it was through listening to people like Tony Robbins and Eric Worre and getting involved in network marketing, because it was a way to get involved with, a very low barrier to entry, but there was a lot to learn. So we had the resources. We didn't need the money to get involved, but there was so much to learn. And I feel like in the years that we've been in the network marketing space and then, now having our own business, right, I feel like I've grown and learned so much. So of course the money's a big part of it, but, having learned what I've learned and growing and, the personal growth, that's the big part of it. I feel like I could do anything. I feel like I could face all those challenges that come our way.
You feel like you can do anything. You feel like you can climb the mountain. But there's a lot of people watching out there that sit back and say, what do I do next? How do I get started even is a good question to ask people. So, you have built an incredibly large team in network marketing, probably larger than most people in the entire industry. What is the one or two things that you can say to people that are just getting started or that have been out there? What is the trick? What's the key?
Right. It's hard to sum up, but I think one of the things is the personal growth, believing in yourself. Your mindset, what comes out of your mouth isn't as important as what you feel and how you feel about yourself. So for me, it was the passion of helping others to impact their financial future. So it was a drive, it was a passion for me to be able to do that. So I think two things: believing in yourself, and that takes time to build, and doing something you're really passionate about, because that'll carry you through whatever you need to go through.
Now, in the last 2 years, cryptocurrency has taken over your life. You have gone from 0 to 500 miles an hour. You're invested in maybe 5 or 6 cryptocurrency companies. You own a mining operation. Tell me, what is it about cryptocurrency that changed everything?
Well, first, it was scary at first because I knew nothing about it. So I was really scared to be in this space. But I see it as something that anybody can get involved in. Everybody can get involved in, really, because there's such a low barrier to entry. But it is a space you have to be educated in. You absolutely have to know what you're doing. And it's tough. It's not an easy space to be in.
So you saw a need. You're a teacher. Education is important. Tell us about what you have designed and what you and I are going to be doing in 2018.
Well, we have developed just that, an education course. It's called Crypto U, just the letter U, and it is to help people, learn about cryptocurrency, about, where they should be, maybe get an idea of the ups and downs of it, the information that you need to make an informed decision so you could use cryptocurrency to impact your financial future. And I truly believe that it will make a difference in so many lives.
So when is this kicking off and where is it kicking off? How many cities are you going to? Talk to us about that.
Okay, so we will be in 15 cities this year in 2018. Now that's a lot because our first event is actually not until March 17th. So we're going to be on the road a lot. March 17th, we will be in Los Angeles, and that's at the Universal Sheraton in Los Angeles. And that'll be our first city. It is a 5-hour seminar, so it is jam-packed, but with Dan's entertainment background, we're going to make it fun, we're going to make it interactive. Lunch is included in the price, so there will be a break in between so people can get up and talk to other people and have lunch. But it is a jam-packed session.
And real quick, tell us a little bit about the other speakers. Not about me, but the other speakers that'll be with you.
So other than Dan, who is, an entertainer and, very, very knowledgeable in the cryptocurrency space, we also have our partner, David Frost, Professor David Frost from Bethany College. Again, a bunch of educators on board here. He teaches actually business and finance, and his passion without a doubt is to help our young people to, again, be financially fit, to prepare themselves for their future, and that's why we get along so well together. We also have Jonathan Herpy, who is an attorney, and he specializes in the law, in the SEC, specializes in cryptocurrency. So very knowledgeable, and he's going to be there to talk about, the do's and don'ts kind of things. He's going to talk about ICOs and what to look for and so much more. So much more.
Well, I know you're excited about the tour. I know you're excited to get started. Thank you so much for taking some time and sharing a little bit about yourself on Up Close and Personal. My name is Dan Hunt, and we'll be back with more exciting Up Close and Personals every week. Thanks for watching.